how you apply it and how you fish it and the rhythm and the cadence that you incorporate is going to be dictated by the activity level of those fish that directly correlates with the seasonal patterns. Winter, early spring, colder water, I'm going to be slower and more methodical in my retrieves, in my cadence, in my rhythms. Uh, Pauses, suspending nature of these baits are going to be in play. But this is where it gets really fun for me, and this is that post spawn period. Fish will tend to pack up, they'll start feeding heavily after their spawning activities, and man, you can fish these things fast and aggressive in the same place you're throwing big topwater baits, small swim baits, and get that biggest fish from that school to come eat something substantial. Try it sometime. Like that post spawn hard bait, hard glide bait bite can be phenomenal. And you can catch 3 pounders doing it, 4 pounders, all the way up, like really big fish. Uh, that's just a really fun time for me to throw a glide bait is the post spawn period. But they will continue to eat this through the summer. Gets really good again in the fall. And as that temperature starts to drop, my rhythm, my pace, my cadence is probably going to slow down. Okay, so adjust to the conditions, adjust to the mood of the fish. Throw these things year round. Yeah, it's big bass streams, right? As an angler, even when I didn't understand how to catch those bigger fish, I wanted that big fish. I've been fed this culture of guys holding giant bass in the local weekly magazine, on the TV shows. Bigger was always better in regards to fish size. So once I was able to actually start living some of these experiences through a big bait, especially, very few things triggered me like catching a big bait fish. A lot of times it's a lot of struggle, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dead periods of fishing, and then boom, an instant of opportunity, an instant of holy crap, this is really happening. Like, and then hopefully, like, that is the biggest thing I've ever seen. It's an extreme style of fishing, and it's just like anything else that's high risk, high reward. Dude, when it pays off, it literally pays off big. Those emotions that accompany those moments, it's unparalleled for me. It is by far my favorite thing in all the fishing that I do, even slightly more than watching a bobber go down, is when a big bass eats a giant bait. It's a special thing that we have in the fishing culture, and I'm excited for more people to dive into it and live it themselves. And everybody that's actually got to that point already, some of my favorite conversations within the fishing community are in regards to big bait fishing and people's own personal experiences. Well, we've touched on some of the basic principles and fundamentals of glide bait fishing. Talked about retrieves a little bit, talking about pace, rhythm, cadence. I'm going to get up on the front deck here, guys, and show you exactly how we put a little English on this bad boy. Now, the beauty of the glide bait is the fact that it swims on a straight retrieve, just like this tinkle shad is. Good grief, that looks good. I haven't fished this bait in a couple years, man, and you guys can see from how haggard this thing is, it caught him. And just on a straight retrieve, this thing is hunting left and right, left and right, and you can actually adjust this bait and how it swims and how much it swings just from the pace of your retrieve. And I'm going just a little bit faster there, and I can feel that bait thumping now. So the beauty of the glide bait is that it is truly a freestyle bait, just like a jerk bait is, and it's only limited by your imagination. All right, I'm using the rod tip and the reel here. Put a little bit more English. I can get more of an exaggerating turn and a flash. And especially as this bait comes closer to the boat, and hopefully I've got a giant tailing it. One of the basic mechanics of a glide bait is the closer you get to the boat, the tighter that swing becomes. So here's a little tip, is as it gets closer to the boat, I'm actually cheating and manipulating the bait with the rod tip to maintain those big swings.
And the information Bass University provides isn't your basic run-of-the-mill fishing video. This is specific information from A to Z to help you learn, get to the water, and become a better angler quickly.